The West Australian's chief football writer Mark Duffield has called for more consistency from the AFL in communicating about sexual harassment claims. In this week's edition of the Duff and Quarters AFL podcast, Duffield said the league had to be either completely transparent or completely confidential. It comes after coach Ross Lyon was reported as the senior Fremantle figure at the centre of a sexual harassment claim. According to The Age, the claim stems from an inappropriate comment at a club Christmas function several years ago, and a settlement was reached with the former employee. The Dockers and Lyon have so far declined to answer specific questions about the claim. Ross Lyon will appear on 7 News tonight from 6 p.m. Every single incident has to be either completely transparent so we know all that happened and how it happened, or it needs to be completely confidential, otherwise you get into these ugly, Rocky Horror Show scenarios like Craig McLachlan and his co-star, where you get he said, she said, two versions of the truth and they're basically throwing allegations at each other. Duffield said. The Sunday Times sports editor Glenn Quartermain suggested more transparency was the way to go. I'd like a little bit more transparency from the AFL on the whole process. Quartermain said, I'm okay with the confidential nature of the woman's name. I don't think there's any need for her to be named. I'd just like some more transparency from the AFL. I guess the question is the AFL equipped to handle these situations? It's understood the complaints were over comments allegedly made at a work function years ago. Incident is the latest in a long list of off-field dramas the AFL has dealt with in recent times. Port Adelaide's Sam Powell-Pepper was suspended for 3 matches after his drunken nightclub incident involving a young woman. The AFL said in a statement Powell-Pepper engaged in inappropriate behavior that is unbecoming for an AFL player by being intoxicated in a public place and by making inappropriate contact with a female. Richmond defender Nathan Broad was also hit with a suspension for his role in the topless Premiership medal photo scandal late last year. Subscribe to Duff and Quarters on iTunes.